Alrighty, someone wanted me to clarify my position on the interdimensional thing. Apparently I didn't make myself clear as to my position on it, so I will do so now. Basically, I'm a broad-brushed kind of guy. I mean, I allow for everything. And so it is my belief that there is both interdimensional ETs as well as physical ETs. I'm totally okay with both. You know, you have some people that it's an either-or thing. You know, especially Christians want to label ETs as demons. That is not true. However, having said that, there are interdimensional beings out there that are not our friend, that do not like us. I've told this story a million times. I'll tell it a million and one. Years and years ago, they successfully created a portal in a lab, and as they're about ready to pop the champagne cork, something comes and starts banging on the portal, trying to get through. And cooler heads prevailed, and somebody lunged for the power cord and pulled the plug right out of the wall, which prevented them from doing so. So, because they were going to come through, man. Whatever it was going to come through, and so they pulled the plug on that, and good on them for doing it, because that could have been a disaster. So there is some entities that are not our friends. It's just that simple. They're just not our friends, and we need to be cognizant of that fact, because you know, you're dealing with forces out there that's powerful entities. We need to be prepared. We need to be secure in our person, because, like I said, you got CERN out there that's dying to make a portal. They're wanting to make a portal, and I don't think it's a good idea. But you know, how many times have they actually listened to me? Not very many times. But in any event, yeah, I wanted to clarify that, because I apparently didn't make myself clear enough on that before. Now what? Now what? What? Did you see another doggy? I don't see a doggy. He jumped up looking for something. I don't see a dog. Anyways, yes. Oh, yes. And John, you know, if John gives the 1100 back that he still owes me for the horrible trip to New Jersey that ended up in a total disaster, if he would give me the 1100 back, that would put him in the good graces of pretty much everyone, and it would also defeat Todd and the trolls, and he would be a #1 king of the hill, top of the heap, as Frank Sinatra used to sing. So something to think about there, John. Your way to redeem yourself and get yourself back in the good graces of everyone, pretty much, would be to obviously give the 1100 back, and that I've spent on a frivolous trip to New Jersey, and that would be awesome, and that would definitely put you back in the good graces, bud. Something to think about. You know, just mill it around in the cobwebs of your brain there, because you would totally defeat Todd at that point, right? Because then Todd would have to counter, or somebody else would have to counter with even more money. And you know, by you giving back the 1100, it would most certainly it would most certainly cause him to double his or triple his efforts, right? Yeah, absolutely. So something to think about, John, while you're sitting around doing nothing, milling around, whatever. Just, you know, run it through the cobwebs of your brain there and see what you think. Anyways, and what else? Yeah, my travels to Nevada and Oregon, and I'm hoping that maybe I can flip some houses in Oregon. Get started on that, and if I can, that would be awesome, because then I could get into real estate, obviously. And unlike Trump, I'm not going to go bankrupt. I'm not going to go bankrupt, and I'm certainly not going to hook up with the Rothschilds. Holy shit, that would be insane. But in any event, definitely go to Oregon, see if I can't flip some houses over there. Make me a little bit of bird dog money, as they call it, which would be awesome. and something that I definitely want to do. So that's definitely on my mind first and foremost, because obviously flipping houses, I make some damn good money doing that. Of course, then there's always the fact that, hey, I could win the lottery. I could win the lottery, and this whole fracas would end immediately, and my life would be transformed fundamentally at that point. And to that end, I was talking to the cashier about that, and they said they said something very interesting. They said, now if you get these scratch-off tickets, you have to drive all the way to Phoenix, back to Phoenix, to cash them in. But it said if you win the big money, like the Powerball, the Mega Million, and I guess the Arizona Lottery, whatever that is, they come to you. And a representative would actually come to my location and cash in my ticket. And I'm like, wow, that's cool, man. So I don't even have to spend my gas. I just stay right here, man, and if I win, I stay here. They send a representative down here, and we fill out the paperwork or whatever it is we got to do, and bada boom, bada bing, baby. It's all done. I don't have to. Isn't that cool? That I don't have to drive miles to cash in the tickets. Isn't that great? And he told me that shit, and I thought, wow, man, that's really cool. So wow. See, there's the gods again intervening on my behalf, making things easy for me. So now all I got to do is just win the damn thing. One or both. They said I would win both, remember, the God said I would win both the Powerball and the Mega Million. And then I was joking around with them. I said, well, what if they don't believe? And they said, well, maybe we'll let you win the Publishers Clearinghouse too. So that would be interesting. But yeah, so wouldn't that be great, guys? We don't even have to leave, man. It just they come right to me. They come down here to me, and I shake hands, kiss babies, pop balloons, and hold a big fat fake check in my hands, and then it's all over. And then my whole life has changed, and for the better, and everybody's lives will change at that point. Isn't that right, trolls and haters? Yes, everybody's lives change at that point. But anyways, we'll see what happens. Everything's up in the air. Everything's on the table, as they say, and we'll see how things develop. But yeah, I definitely want to get to Oregon and start flipping homes, because that's good money. Okay, you make good money flipping homes. So we'll see how that goes. But that's something to consider. And then of course, Nevada. See what Nevada's got going on. Not every place is Las Vegas. There's other places in Nevada besides Las Vegas that I can check out and see if it's hospitable for me. Anywho, but yeah, just thought I'd give you some musings this morning, keep you up to date on what's going through my mind, and got a pretty good idea what's going through the trolls' mind. But we should have, it should be an interesting experience. And like I said, where time allows, and I'll try to videotape and keep everybody updated on what's going on and whatnot. And so it should be interesting. All right, that's it. Have a good one, guys.